Welcome to Fight Heads MMA. It is Friday, February 16th, right?
Yes.
I am here with Mr. Dorian Spivey, dangerous Dorian Spivey. This is Fight Heads MMA, uncensored, unfiltered interview with Mr. Spivey. Welcome to Fight Heads MMA. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure.
It's so nice to meet you. It is really, really nice to meet you. Excuse me. Forgot my little question pad.
Okay.
Got my little question pad. Now, you know these questions I've been had for months. So I haven't changed them or anything. So how's your day been today thus far?
Been pretty good. I got up and did a workout and did a little boxing with a few people and went to the chiropractor and I'm feeling good.
You did all of that just
Yeah, just now. There's a lot more left
this
than
morning?
I did. Yeah, just this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, I actually did strength training. I did it yesterday. So I was going to sprint training today, but I did it yesterday.
Okay, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
You don't want to know.
Tell me. Now that you told me I don't want to know, I want to know now.
All right, I had a couple of Pop-Tarts.
Okay, that's all right. If it don't slow you down or hurt your progress, then I'm good with that.
Okay.
As long as it's a lot worse things you could have said that you had
That's
for
true,
breakfast.
bro.
So,
Had one feeling for a little bit of sugar this morning, so I got the Pop-Tarts.
what's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tarts?
Strawberry.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, cherry. Strawberry.
Oh, I
second
love
favorite.
cherry too.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Oh my goodness. How much do we have in common? Really, really, really. Man. So, let me ask you a question. What would you describe your career? How would you describe your boxing career?
The best way to describe it, I would say an adventure. It's been an adventure. Not, boxing has been just a job for me. It's been an adventure, quite an adventure, an amazing journey.
And the fact is that you never fought amateur. You came straight out the box as a pro.
Absolutely. I had a guy to brainwash me to turn straight up professional with no amateur experience, and it was crazy. But I learned on the job. I had to learn. One thing I worked real hard, and that's what made me able to survive in the fights early on with guys with way more experience than me. But my work habits what won me the fights. Because I didn't have the experience, but I would outwork the guys. That's what I would do.
So, you think now at this point in your career that was a good thing for you?
It was crazy, but it was a good thing because it gave me longevity. At 44, I'll be 45 in April, and I'm in the best shape of my life. I feel better than ever. I feel stronger than ever. So not having 200-300 amateur fights or even 100 amateur fights from the time I was 6 to 20, 21 and turned professional, that saved me from, burning out, I guess you would say. Because what I'm doing is amazing, and I'm so energetic right now. I feel like I can jump through the ceiling. I'm so amped up and charged up. So I'm full of energy, and it's amazing. It's a blessing, I guess I could say that.
That's great. So you said you about to be 45 in April, and you're getting ready to box again in April, aren't you?
Yes, it would be 40 for my 45th birthday. We're looking to do something April the 14th. We're looking to do it, and then we're looking to do a big title fight after that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness. How do you feel about that? I mean, you must feel a certain kind of way because you're doing it.
Right. Well, I'm excited about it, I'm excited. I had been through an injury with my shoulder. I'm still nursing and going through it. It's getting better, and I think it'll be properly ready definitely by the time the title fight happens, So we're working on that, keeping it together. And at first I thought, I'm getting old. This is what happened. And, the doctor told me, no, that's just an injury that anybody, even a young man, would go through. So my body heals up real fast. Sometimes I think I'm invincible. Then I realize I'm not invincible. I am human,
I think that's all right to feel like you're invincible. Everybody needs to feel like that at least every once in a while,
Right.
So I think that's cool.
Well, I feel that way all the time, but reality hit me. I realized I was a superhero.
So
Superman.
your day to day, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm rehabbing my shoulder. I'm enjoying my life. Things could always be better, but but I'm happy. I'm always happy. I'm a happy person. I don't let negativity and ugliness, of the world caused me to bring myself down and cause myself to, just be angry and bitter, so I'm always happy. That's the amazing part about it.
I apologize. I keep flipping through this
That's
daggone book
okay.
looking for these questions that I
That's
knew
okay.
I had for you. Yes. I want to tell you that I'm very proud of you
Well, thank you.
for all that you have done in your career and entertaining the mass fans that you have. You know, they may be hidden, but you have them.
Right.
I want to say I'm very proud of you for being an upstanding young man in the community.
I'm not that young.
Well, yeah, come on now.
I'm ancient for boxing. Ancient. I'm like a mummy when it comes to boxing. I'm ancient.
But you still living this everyday life with the rest of
And I
us.
feel good. That's the thing about it. I feel good. It's funny because, 44 going on 45 is not old, but like I told one of my friends, I said, with boxing, it's ancient. So I'm like the mummy. I'm wrapped up. I'm old. I'm like the old mummy. But hey, I'm still here. I'm feeling good. He was like, you look the same, man. You haven't aged at all. I was like, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You absolutely do look good. So if y'all don't know, I'm telling y'all, yeah, you look good.
I feel good. I know that much.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so with all of this hubbub around Mr. Dorian Spivey getting ready to turn 45, getting ready to have another fight, we know there are some naysayers.
I get that all the time. People always tell me, oh, you're too old, this and that, and I've even had people, I won't say no names, but this one pastor from a church told me, you need to give up, you're too old. I told him, I said, wait a minute, don't you believe in God? He said, of course. Don't you believe in the miracles of God? Why can't I be God's miracle man? Think about it. Why can't I? Where's your faith at, so how strong is your faith? He couldn't say nothing. He just completely was just in shock, I said, so don't preach the word of faith and believing in God when you can't believe it yourself. When I am a miracle man right here, right in front of you, I'm God's miracle. He couldn't say nothing, I shut his mouth up, so.
That must have been something to be a fly on the wall for, because I know a lot of times we will have an opinion and we think this and we think that, but sometimes we gotta ask before we, venture out on that, and I mean, is that like look, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That's encouraging.
I'm very proud of you. I want to see you make your comeback. I want to see you go for your title shot. I want to see you get your title that you're looking to get.
Right. I understand. I appreciate it. I would say it wasn't never even a comeback. I've just been, for me, I've trained the whole time. I've stayed in shape. I went through some bad management. Been through that my whole career. Where I was sitting on the shelf and, guys didn't do nothing with me. Just thinking I would get old and I would retire. Because the fact, I was too much of a threat for the young fighters, and they just wanted to sit me on the shelf thinking I would get old and retire. So that's why I'm not signed with a promoter right now, and that's why, I'm trying to accomplish and do it myself without having to deal with the promoter stuck on my contract. And I get sit on the shelf for 2 years and, can't do nothing, so I refuse to go through that again. So I've been through that.
Stuff like that.
Oh, it happened in boxing. Boxing is one of the dirtiest sports I've ever seen in my entire life, if not the dirtiest. It's just amazing how the fighters, we're the lions in the sport, but it's the rats, like the promoters and the managers, the crooked ones, not the, good ones, that control the sport. And that's the amazing part about it, and it's just been going on for, for a long time, since the beginning of boxing, it's just unbelievable. You wouldn't believe how it is.
So even though you don't rock with no promoters right now.
I'm working with one, but I'm not signed with nobody.
Okay, so since you're not signed to anybody, do you think that's going to affect your forward progress, or is it going to make you one of the people they're less likely to want to put up against one of their opponents, or you know what I mean?
Well, I think one thing, if I keep winning, and I don't have much longer left. I don't want to do this forever, but I want to, get a big title fight, get a big payday at least, and, ride off in the sunset. But I think that if, I keep winning and I fight for this title coming up, that'll open the door for me to get where I need to get to without having to go through that. So, and I understand it's tough for, for a promoter to say, I'm not putting my guy in there with this guy. Why would I do that? If he beat him, so what? He should, beat an old man. If you lose, then he lost an older fighter. That's going to mess him up mentally. So those are the things that can happen. But you know, I just think opportunity will happen, and it's going to happen. And when it do, I'm just going to take advantage of it and enjoy it. That's the that's the main thing I want to do.
Well, what is different about your mind frame and anything else that goes along with your thought process going into not only this upcoming fight in April, but then going on forward to this belt movement?
Well, I think now I'm better than I've ever been. You know, a lot of people will find that hard to believe because I'm so much more relaxed in the ring now, and my vision is still so good, and I can see so much more, and I'm more determined, I think, more than ever now, just to prove people wrong and shut people's mouth up. You know, I'm more determined to prove, not only that, but to prove to myself too what I can do. You know, because when people don't believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. Absolutely. And that's the most important thing, believing in yourself. Because people are just rotten. They will say things that hurt your feelings. But I've been through 25 and a half, almost 26 years of boxing. Nothing now can hurt my feelings or discourage me. Nothing can. That's all I've been. I don't see the good, the bad, and the ugly in the sport. So I've seen it all. You know.
Oh my goodness, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Well, let me ask you this question: which one has little more weight? The public opinion or your determination of yourself? Which one weighs more?
I think the determination of myself, because I don't think nobody should judge a man by what he do in the sport. I don't think nobody should judge a man. You know, it would mean a lot more for me to believe in myself and go the way I'm going, and for people to say he's a good man. Well, when I die, he was a good man. He did the right things. In some sport, because people, whether they respect in the sport, they got their opinion if they do or don't, but I think you should respect the man, not just because of what he do in the sport, but as a man, period, you should respect him, the way he live his life. I could be this rotten guy, but a great boxer, people pray, oh, he was this, he was that, but if I'm a rotten person, I just don't respect that type of guy. That's a good athlete, whatever, but he's a rotten person, treat other people bad. The way you judge a man, I think, is the way he treat people. That's the main thing. And the sport just is second nature, If he so happens to be a good man and he's good at sport, it makes it even better, But you just gotta have, I don't like the balance of good athlete, great athlete, but rotten human being. To me, that makes you rotten as a person. So that's my opinion. So the people who know me as a person respect me, and that's what matters the most, But you can't, I think respect is something, you can gain from boxing fans, but as a person, I'd rather be respected more. That's the most important thing to me. And, so far I think people do respect me, although there's some that don't, that gonna say negative things, but I know at the end of the day I can look myself in the mirror and, know I did the right things, I worked hard, nothing was given to me, and I did the right things, I treated people good and, had a good heart and just did the right things,
Well, I can say for myself, the few people that I have come to know that are in your circle that I have had contact with, you got a great group of people in your corner, and they do everything that they can to make sure that they know that they let you know how great they believe you are.
Right. Well, it means a lot to me because, I go to different gyms. Flex Gym is one of the main gyms I go to. I get a lot of love and respect there.
Those are the people that I'm really talking about.
They joke me Waring's Gym. They're my family too. The people there love me and I get along with them good. And also a new guy, person who's working with me, Dr. TJ Morgan. He's a chiropractor. He got his Morgan Wellness Center. And the love and respect I get from him, he's a respectable person. And it means a lot to have that kind of support from people like him. And, it's good that you can see people that are good people can see the good in you, and that means a lot to me, because I try not to just talk the talk, but I try to walk the walk and let my light shine, let people see what I do,
So I think one of the most surprising, outside of your age, how well you look, how good you look.
Well, thank you.
I think the most surprising thing about you is that you live this awesome, clean life.
Well, yeah, I've never smoked, never drink. I don't try to judge nobody for what they do.
Right.
But it's just, it works for me. I'm not the party animal guy, go out and party and do all the crazy things. I just try to I gotta, I tell people this, I gotta be myself and be who I am. I can't be something everybody else wants me to be, and a lot of people can't be themselves. They let other people pressure them to do this and do that. For me, I gotta be who I am, and people say I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just a little crazy, but it's a bit crazy. I mean, I'll say that quick, I got a little insanity. I mean, we all got a little bit.
Who doesn't?
To get stuff in the ring, you gotta be a little insane to do that.
Pretty much.
To do that, but but I enjoy what I do, and I try to just, treat people good. That's the main thing. Treat people good, and just treat people good, and also sympathize for your fellow man. The struggles people go through, the things people go through. Have compassion. And that's what we lack in this world a lot. Is compassion, and that's what I have for people. Compassion. I really do people, animals. I mean everything. I'm a compassionate person. That's the way I am. They used to joke me because I used to raise rabbits. I used to have the little dwarfs and the big Flemish giants. I don't know if I ever showed you the pictures. I'll show them to you after we finish this interview up. And they would be like, "That's a weird guy, man. Raising rabbits, like, hey, just because you raise pit bulls, dogs, it's something that I like, something that I enjoy, and I gotta be myself. Let me be me. Don't let me try to make me something that I'm not,
I think I'd rather come visit your house that's full of rabbits than somebody's house who's full of snakes.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, that just makes sense to me. The rabbits can't eat me, but them snakes can eat my behind. So I think I'm going over Doris today. I'll pass.
I'll show you the picture. Crack up when you see them big giant rabbits that have like a 36-pound rabbit.
Really?
I thought I showed them to you. I'll show them to you after the interview. I'll definitely show them to you.
What in the world? I'm gonna say this to you. I had a conversation with my daughter about interviewing you, and I was telling her how proud of you that I was for everything that you was doing at your age, and that you had some naysayers about. I told her about the naysayers. I give her the good and the bad when I have a conversation with her. Just like when we talk about ourselves.
Right.
And I said, what do you think about that? And she said, well. Does anybody ask somebody that's 44 years old if they're an accountant, why are they still doing that at 44 years old?
I like it though. I haven't met her. I like her already.
And I thought about it. I said, you're right. I said, you are so right. People don't ask people that they think are in a normal job. And this is your lifetime career. This is your lifetime career. So why are they questioning why you're doing it? We don't question anybody else when they feel like they want to do it. So why is the question so big with you? So I just want you to know that not everybody thinks that way, and you definitely got some good support out there. Your childhood, your best memory.
My best memory was watching boxing with my grandfather. I watched boxing with him, the Sugar Ray Leonard fights. I remember I wasn't a Sugar Ray Leonard fan because I was a Tommy Hearns fan. I always went for the underdog. I will never forget 1981. I was 8 years old. We watched the fight, and Tommy Hearns was winning the fight, actually. He got hurt a few times in the fight, but he was winning. Then that 14th round came up. Oh, I cried. I was so hurt. And I just went berserk. And I was like, I'm going to get into boxing one day to get that Sugar Ray Leonard for beating up Tommy Hearns. I was a kid. I didn't know he would get older and retire and all that kind of stuff. So that's what motivated me to want to get Sugar Ray Leonard for beating Tommy Hearns, upsetting Tommy Hearns. He was my favorite fighter. He was the underdog in the fight, and it broke my heart, So anyway, it was pretty funny though, to think about it now. But that's what made me get into boxing. And then, of course, Sweet Pea Whitaker won the gold medal. That inspired me a whole lot too. But the main reason was Tommy Hearns losing to Sugar Ray Leonard.
It's always good to have motivation, right? It's always good to have motivation.
But Sugar Ray's a nice guy and a great guy, and he inspired me a whole lot too, and I appreciated him a whole lot after I got a little older, So that's funny though. I was very upset about it. I cried. I was mad.
What did your granddad say when he see you?
He said, "Boy, stop crying. It's gonna be okay. He'll bounce back." I was like, "No." I was like, "No." It was tough.
Like
my brothers teased me. Yeah, my brothers they teased. Sugar Ray won. They teased me. They probably don't even remember, but they teased me. My two brothers. I was 8, one was 7, one was 6. So we all 3 in a row was back to back, 3 in a row, and they teased me because they was a Sugar Ray Leonard fan, and I was hurt.
Oh, they was feeling good that day.
Oh, they were. And we played the Atari video game. We played the Atari video game. They was like, "Yeah, you're the loser. You're gonna be Tommy Hearns, the loser." They teased me this time.
They probably got a few good laughs off of
did.
you with that one. Oh, they probably would let that one die.
They did,
If
yeah.
they got a chance to say it right now, they probably would say, "Yeah, we got you, bro. Come on over here. You can have a seat with us."
Absolutely.
That's so good. So,
but that was my
boys.
favorite, time of my childhood, and we would play all together and do different things, and it's amazing because my mom had 3 kids, and she was a young mother, and it was a tough time coming up. We didn't have a lot, we struggled, but she always, taught us the right things, so respect people, treat people good. It was amazing. A lot of people look at poor people when they're growing up thinking they're bad people, this and that, and people will be surprised the way people teach their kids values and good things. Now, a lot of kids break away. That's not the parents' fault a lot, but we grew up in the country, didn't have a whole lot, but they always, made sure we did the right things. They made sure we treated people with respect. They made sure, it wasn't always the best food, but we had food on the table, and they made sure all that. My grandfather, he was my hero, though. He really just inspired me a whole lot. He was just a strong man who I remember one time when I was telling somebody about him, and they had met him. I was young then. He died in 1993 when I was 20. And they was like, I was 19 at the time. They said, wow, I would have thought he was 10 feet tall, the way you described him. They was like, he was your hero. And, and everybody said I'm a spitting image of him, that, he was chiseled, ripped up, the cheek structure, bone structure and everything. Everybody said I looked just like him. Pretty much the same height, bow-legged. And, so
spitting
spitting image of him. So he was my hero. I still wear his initials on my trunks. He meant a lot to me, though. He was always that. He was just like a miracle man to us. There were times we wanted some ice cream, we couldn't afford to get it. He would, ride on his bike because he got to the point he was so old he couldn't drive, and he would ride on his bike, go to the store, and bring us ice cream, and would make sure he would feed us, anybody in the neighborhood. That's the type of person he was, and he was just a good man, and he taught me so much about so many things and so many good lives in life, and I miss him. I do. But I know he's in heaven, hopefully looking down on me, being proud of me.
I believe he is proud of you. Why wouldn't he be?
Well, yeah, I'm having accomplished some of the things I should have accomplished, but I'm still trying.
You've accomplished more than most.
That is true. That is true.
You have accomplished way more than most.
That is. I've done a lot. I've seen a lot, done a lot. And experienced a whole lot. But it's like I said, I've seen the good, the bad, and the downright ugly in the sport of boxing. I've seen it all.
What was your most prized fight?
I would say I won some big fights on ESPN, and I fought a fight on pay-per-view. But the biggest one was when I came back, and this is tough because we're like close friends now. When I came back, they thought this a friend of mine. He's a friend of mine now, Meet Major. When I came back, everybody wrote me off. Thought I was gonna, I was done. I was over with, and they just kicked me around like a can. And I came back and won the WBA NABA title against Meet Major. When I won that, it was a fourth round knockout. That was probably the biggest moment of my career because nobody thought that, sorry, Misha, but I love you, buddy, but sorry, Misha, but that was the biggest moment because it got my career back on track. And then, we became good friends after that. Then we had a chance to fight on the same card together. We still stay in touch with each other, and we stay in touch together. And I love that guy. I got to see him real soon. He got a Bahamian accent. Yeah, man, how are you, man?
Oh, my goodness.
So he's such a good guy. And he's been through his corruptness in boxing, too. He's another guy that's been through it, but he's a good guy and just a great guy. But it's amazing how we fought each other and became close after that, so close. And, so.
That was meant to be.
Yeah, no doubt about it, so it's, he's quite a bit younger than me, though. I think he's about 9 or 10 years younger than me, but yeah, that was the biggest, I would say, the biggest win for me. And one of my biggest fights also was when I fought my title fight at the Scope. And, my dad, he never come out to the fights. I guess it's so tough on him, hard for him to watch. My mom, she always come. And I can remember when...
Hold on. Did you say your
yeah, it's tough for him to come to the fights, because I guess it's hard for him to see. My mom, she comes to all the fights.
It's usually us mothers.
My mom is tough. She's tough. Hey, she had raised 3 boys. She was tough.
Yes, it's usually us that's whining and complaining and crying.
But when I fought my title fight at the school, I'll never forget. My mom and dad was sitting front row, and after every round, I would sit down and blow a kiss on him. My dad's a macho type of guy. He looked like, what is he? He would give me that look like.
I finally showed up to one of your fights and you blowing me kisses. What is you doing? Stop Stop it, boy!
And my thing is real macho, so I would blow a kiss, take my glove and blow a kiss at them, and let them know I'm okay, you know. But that was probably a big moment for me to have both of them sitting there at ringside, watching me. Every time I sit down in the corner after each round, blow a kiss to them. My dad looked at me like, my mom would just, you know, she just,
your dad thought you had probably been hit one too many times. Oh Lord!
But that was a big moment for me too. You know, for that that was real big too. So you know, and it's been a long crazy career. I can go on with story after story and all
I
the
could
different things.
imagine.
I could go on because it's been a long career for me. It has.
You
been.
are welcome to come and talk with Fightheads anytime and tell us your stories.
But I enjoy,
Absolutely.
you know, I get a lot of support, though, like I say, from Flex Gym because, you know, I mean, you know, going there.
People in there. Very
No,
nice.
just really good, you know, and all the guys, you know, I got so many people I've met in there, just the friends. And, you know, here's what's so good I like about Flex. There's people from all different types of backgrounds, and everybody come together, you know, that's the thing about it. They all come together, and, you know, we all there to help each other, you know, just like Zach and Montez, those guys, you know, of course, they're both bigger than me. I consider them my little big brothers, you know. My little big brother.
And Zach is bigger than everybody up in there. He is so tall.
Yeah,
he does look like a statue.
You know, he's a big guy, but you know, just good guys, good people surround yourself with. I mean, you know, and I always say this, you know, I'm a misfit, and I got a misfit crew around me of a group of different people, but we're all misfits, you know, but we all got the same good cause, you know. I say it's the misfit crew because I'll tell people quickly, yes, I am a misfit. I'm different. I'm all right. I'm totally different. I'm not the norm, but you know what? But hey, it's who I am. I gotta be who I am. You know?
I think that's where you are so wrong. You guys are not misfits.
Well, I'm a misfit. They may be normal. I'm a misfit.
Oh my God, people are so
I'm
crazy nowadays. If you are not out there in the craziness, then you have some.
I'm a misfit. They're pretty normal, you know. But I call it the misfit crew. We all got a little craziness in us, but I'm the craziest one of them all.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, out of all them, you are the craziest one? Oh my. I'm going to have to sneak into the gym in the back somewhere and watch you see what's going on.
No, I'm just saying, I'm different, I'm unique, but you know, I accept who I am, and I know who I am, and hey, you know, when people tell me you're a weirdo, you know what I tell them? And love me. That's what I tell them. So hey, I'm who I am, I accept who I am, and this is me as a person, you know, and that's what I am. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I got good people around me, and that's what matters, you know. I mean, I can go, you know, like I said, I go to Flex Gym, Waring's gym, and even Dr. Morgan's gym. You know, it's just the love and respect I get from people, you know, and I just love it. I really enjoy it. I enjoy being there just to see, you know, knowing that you're in an environment where people really appreciate you and love you and accept you for who you are.
You come out of there still with your self-respect.
Absolutely.
Your confidence.
And I love it, and I have fun. I have so much fun, you know. That's the thing about it, you know, because like I say, you know, it's so much fun in Flex Gym, especially Al. You met Al, his personality.
Yes, I love him.
I love Al too.
Everybody says don't hug him, and I hug
Yeah,
him.
you can't do that though. He'll get you. But
oh my goodness.
I said,
so he already knows when he sees me. That's a possibility. I'm going to do that.
See, I can't hug him. He got that cane. He can work that cane good.
See, he didn't want to whack me with the
hit
cane
him
the first
right.
time. I might get whacked the second time if I try to get a hug with him. Yeah, so I'm watching that.
He's quick with that cane too.
Oh,
so.
Lord Jesus. I won't try that. I won't try it. I'm good. I don't like pain.
But it's a good environment, a good fun environment, you know, good people, and I just enjoy it, you know. I just enjoy it. And you know, me, I'm the type of guy, I talk to everybody and deal with all types of, you know, people in the gym, you know. I mean, I just love people, you know. I mean, all the guys in the Flex Gym, you know, whether it's, like I say, Zach Montez, Big Chris, Bill, all the guys, you know, just different people, and it's a lot of fun, you know. It's just fun people that I have fun with, and everybody just come together. That's what makes it beautiful.
Y'all have a mutual respect.
Oh yeah, and everybody come together, and just, you know, it's just amazing. Even one of the guys that I sparred with him the other day, a guy by the name of Chad. I sparred with him, you know. Well, he always respected me, but I worked another guy corner for the fight against him. Oh, he was so upset with me. He was mad with me, and you know.
How did you make that up to your friend?
Well, we both were friends, you know. Me and him, the other guy, you know, and it was so awkward because Zach trained the other guy, and I trained the other guy. So, look, when we got face to face in the center ring, it was almost like we were smiling, laughing at each other, like against each other, you know. But everything worked out good. It was a good, you know, fight between both of them, and
so
everything worked out.
Won that fight?
It was the good thing about it was a smoker, so it didn't count, you know, it was just exhibition. But Shaz will definitely say he won. Bill will say he won. You got people both ways. That's what makes it so unique.
Yeah,
you know?
that's all good.
That's what makes it. But you know, it's at the end of the day, it's all in fun. And you know, they call it the Battle of Flex Gym. That's what they call it.
That sounds
So
like appropriate.
it was when you had people on this side saying who won, that side saying who won. You know, so
Oh,
it was
man, I can
hilarious.
imagine
So.
the times y'all still have that conversation.
Oh, we
about
laugh and joke about it now though, but it was just so weird though, to be standing across from me on the opposite side with Zach, you know. So.
Oh my goodness, it's like facing off with your brother. Or
Yeah,
something.
you know, and then I realized how big he is in that little ring. That's another scary thing. I realized how big, because that ring was small. I realized how big he was. Like, wow.
You're too funny. You're too funny. You are too funny. You are an orthodox fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Do fighting orthodox or southpaw? Do either one? Do you have to adjust to either one?
When you're fighting a left-handed fighter, you know, you got to adjust to the style. That's why I try to get you to prepare with a left-handed fighter, because everything's from the opposite direction from a southpaw, and it can throw you off a whole lot, and it can really mess you up and take you out of rhythm. You know, I got enough experience because I tell you what, I fought a couple of opponents that were left-handed. I had, you know, no idea they were left-handed or whatever. Didn't see no video, nothing. I haven't seen no video on my last probably 8 opponents that I fought. Maybe I'm probably the last 10 actually. Even way back when I had to sit for 2.5 years, couldn't find nothing on them. But I got enough experience that I'm able to adjust and adapt to the southpaw style. But you know, it's still a little awkward. But you know, I'm able to do it because of my experience. But a lot of guys, you got to prepare for them, and it's just hard not having no, especially when you're not sparring and boxing with left-handed guys. You know, that's the thing. You know, but we got a good little team now with Little Reggie, the young guns, Little Reggie, Roger. You know, Reggie's a southpaw. Roger, them guys. I'm gonna get back in with them and start getting everything together once the show get a little better. But those guys, they're a great group of guys. You know, Reggie Barnett Jr. and Roger Belt Jr. Those guys, they are just good. They're just good people, and they. And at the end of the day, we all come together. You know, I'm the old man, probably older than both of them combined together. But you know, they work hard, they're dedicated, and I just love. You know, they're like my little brothers too. So I got a lot of. I'm the older brother out of everybody. I guess you could say that I'm the older brother.
I get a lot of good feedback about all the boxers that I have knowledge of here in our
Good
area.
guys, a lot of good guys. People don't realize there are a lot of good guys. You know?
I got an interview with Rocco. I got to get out there. I caught him at Sugarbird,
Right.
and he talked about y'all's upcoming event.
Right.
Slug talked about it. I got to get all
Good
of that
guys.
out
Rocco's
there.
a character. He's a character, Rocco. He's a
I
character.
love him. I love
He's
him.
a character.
He is too much for his own self. I love him.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to see him fight. I just can't wait. I mean, it's just that energy.
Mm-hmm.
The energy that I get from you guys is the energy that I take with me when I come to see you guys fight and box. That's the energy that I'm bringing with me. The energy I got from y'all.
Right.
So, it feels good. And I was excited to know that you were on that card. That was my first boxing event that I ever been to.
Right.
And it was exciting for me. I thought you looked as well as you could have looked, even with your injury.
Well, I'll be sharper for the next one. I'll be sharper. I'll be better. And, like I say, I went in there with a hurt shoulder and, fought a young, strong guy who put on a bunch of weight the next day. He was real heavy, but,
yeah, I could imagine.
but, so, I'm going to step it up and everything will work out for me. It's just, it'll all work out. Everything's on,
Well, I
working
don't
out.
have no doubt. It's every bit of it's under your feet. Let me ask you a question. 25 years you got in this game.
25 and a half, almost 26.
Oh
I got a pro boxing license actually in 1992. I think I got a pro boxing license in March. It'll be 26 years, 1992. So I was officially a pro boxer, but I didn't fight until 1993. Yeah, so 26 years coming up on. That's a long time. Wow. I've been boxing longer than I think Lil Roger's been living, and a couple of Roger Belts. He might be 26, 25, 26, but pretty
Right
much
on
not.
that line, ain't he?
Yeah, him and a couple other guys. So wow, yeah, I've been around forever. I've seen a lot.
Like you said, your family has been supporting you all this time. You're 44. You're having this conversation with your mom. How does she feel about you continuing fighting?
She never liked me boxing, and from the beginning, she never liked it. She always thought it was rough, but she really, tells me, son, I don't want you to come. I don't want to see you get hurt, nothing like that. And so it's tough for her, But I told her, son, I'm coming to the end of the road now. I'm like an old gunslinger in the West, getting ready to hang his guns up. So it's coming. She said, you got so much to offer the world, And I said, well, thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. But she'll be here within, but it's not gonna be too much longer though. But you know, it's coming. Everything's coming to an end. When it finally comes, you know, I think it'll be a good chapter of my life, and I can, it'll be, you know, a good story about my life. You know, when it comes, you know, she's ready though. You know, being a mother, she been ready. When I first got a pro boxing license at 19, you know, so she's, you know, it's tough for a mother to see that, you know.
Yeah.
She's been tough though. She come out to all my fights. She's traveled actually to Philadelphia when I fought. Oh my God, the Blue Horizon. You know how the Philadelphia fans are. Oh,
I've never
God.
been to Philly for any type
They
of
are
event.
rough. Oh my God. They, you know, let me tell you, I'll never forget.
That's a hostile territory, huh?
Yep, die, spivey, die. Die, spivey, die.
That's what they chanted
to?
Die. Oh my
Die,
God.
spivey, die. You know,
Philly is off the chain.
kill him, kill him, kill him. But you know, at the end of the day, they respect you. I remember one guy came up to me, you know, I don't curse, so he goes, let me tell you something. He said, believe me, we really don't like you. We don't like you at all. But we respect the HELL out of you. You're a heck of a fighter. But we don't like you. So I said, I'll take that, you know. So yeah, Philadelphia is tough. You can go in Philadelphia. My mom was there. I knew that was tough for her to be there. You know, and it was an ESPN fight on TV, and they heard what the fans were saying, you know. I mean, that's family die.
Oh my goodness. And they was up against the mama too. She could have went through
Yeah,
there and
that's
tore
right.
everybody out the
That's
frame.
right.
That's where her baby. That's where the mama's baby. You got
Yeah,
a
Philadelphia's
problem.
rough though. They are. They're serious about their fans.
Oh,
The
my
fans
goodness.
are serious about their sports. You know, I mean, they're rough.
I think that I believe, I don't know, I'm not sure, but maybe that young man from Philly that was on the last card may get on this card with you
Really?
guys again. Yeah,
Oh,
I would just love to see just about everybody that was on the card the
Right.
first time. I
Alan,
enjoyed that.
you talking about? I can't think of his name, but I know you're talking about.
Sniper.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a good fighter. Come from a
Yes.
good family of fighters too. Yeah,
I
good
like
guy
that
too.
kid.
And his dad, his dad's hilarious. I love his dad too. His dad's real funny.
Well, is there anything going forward? Have you given yourself a time frame?
The time frame. Yeah, I won't say right now. I'll leave it
You
there.
don't have to, but I
It's-
just wanted to
it's-
know if you gave
it's
yourself
soon,
one.
real soon. Real
And
soon.
you plan on doing a lot in this time frame from this point that we're talking until
Yeah,
the
before
line
the
that you've
year's
gone
out.
for
Mhm.
yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You plan on going for this title shot this year.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna be. We're doing the title fight. We're gonna look to do it. We're gonna look to do it maybe in July, and then hopefully get something big. And you know, we'll see. I don't want to.
So it's
Say too
already
much.
being worked
It's
on.
being worked on. Things in the works. So I'm gonna keep my big mouth shut because I like to tell a lot. I tell too much.
Okay, well, you know, when you're ready to get it out there and put it out there,
Right.
you come right up here to Fight
Right.
Is MMA. We can get that popping
No doubt
right
about
quick.
it. No doubt about
And they're going to be looking too. They're going to be waiting. Once this comes out, they're going to be like, oh, really?
it. Right.
So, Miss Nikki, I thought you said Dorian was going to do this. Oh, hey, when he's ready to let us know, he's going to let us know. And that's all I can do for you right now. I'm very proud of you. I'm very happy for you and the career that you have had. We might not have talked a whole lot about boxing, but there's more to you guys than being boxers and fighters, and I think I'm sometimes more interested in that part of you guys and to get to know who you are as a person outside of being a fighter and a boxer.
Absolutely.
And it has been an honor to have you.
Thank you very much. Before I leave, I just want to say I'd like to thank all the gyms that really have been behind me. Flex Gym, love you guys. Waring's Gym, love you guys. You know, Morgan Wellness, love you, Doc, and love you guys. And also to my sponsors, LBX, thank you guys for being there for me, and London Bridge Trading Company. That's who sponsored me. They're a great group of guys, and thank you guys for being there. And I'm gonna wear your logo proudly and keep winning and shut the naysayers up, definitely. So thank you guys for all the love and support, and all my other friends, fans, whatever. Thank you guys for being there for me. You know, like I said, the whole gym. You know, Al, Zach, Big Chris, Bill, all you guys, Chaz, the whole gym. You know, thank you guys for all the support. Anybody else I left out, I'm sorry. I just can't even think straight now. I'm so excited.
Yes, I would be too, my friend. I would be too. We were excited to have you. I hope that the fans enjoy this interview and get to see you unfiltered, uncut. They get to hear from you. They don't get nobody else's opinion of you. They get your opinion of you, and that's what I was hoping for. And thank you for giving that to us.
Thank you. And I want to give a shout out to my 2 brothers and my little nephew. I hope you're doing good,
You
boy.
better say hi to mom.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mom and dad, definitely. How do you
better
guys?
say hi.
No doubt about it. And my nephew, he's a character. You talking about a character? Oh my God, he is a little character. He is the funniest little kid in the world. I love that little boy to death. He is just so hilarious.
How old is he?
He's 5 now, and he's
Lord.
just so funny. He is such a character. I'm telling you, I play video games with him because you know I'm a big kid. Oh, also to my buddy Little Tommy, you know, a kid I play video
Yeah,
games
that's right.
with
Our
too.
friend Tommy.
Little
Hey,
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. Play
I haven't
video
met
games
you
with
yet,
him.
but hi from Fightheads MMA.
Absolutely. And Tommy, I'm gonna get you in the boxing game. He beat me up in the boxing game pretty bad.
Lord Jesus.
He beat me up pretty bad in the boxing game. Look, when he used to beat me, it was so funny. He would be like, "I'm sorry, Dorian. I'm sorry," because we always play together on teams. You know, I'm sorry. You know, but now he's beating me up, and he's getting a little older now. So now he's really having fun beating me up, especially in boxing.
Like, yeah,
so,
no more sorry,
Tommy, I gotta
brother.
get you, buddy. But,
I got you.
my nephew, he's a character though. He don't like for me to leave. I'll play video games with him for sometimes 8-10 hours. He don't want me to leave, and then I'll tell him it's time to go. But oh no, don't leave. He is so funny. He gets so man. I'm like, it's okay, buddy. But he's getting a little better with it now though. But we have so much fun though.
Does he have that understanding that you are a boxer?
He knows, but he don't quite know because he see me. He said, he's Uncle Dorian, and he's the champion. He'll say that. But I'm thinking he's really understanding because he wants to play me in boxing all the time. He beats me up in it, you know. But you get to play with the connect, and he beats me up in it, you know. So yeah, I get roughed up pretty bad by him and Lil Tommy. You wouldn't think I'm a boxer the way they kick my butt in boxing. They do. They beat me up pretty bad. But yeah, it's definitely. But I'm having fun. I'm enjoying my life, you know. And a lot of people tell me, they like, you know, because I'm such a big kid, you know, and I enjoy, and that's what keeps me young, you know. And you know, I mean, when you take life too serious, you walk around angry and mad all the time, you don't get nowhere, you know. I mean,
you do get old fast.
Absolutely quick, you know. So I got the mentality, you know, from Bobby McFerrin's son. Don't worry, be happy. That's the thing.
That's right.
You know, so and also Lowell the Hammer Stanley. Remember him, Lowell? I can forget him, Lowell the
That's
Hammer
my
Stanley.
dude. I love him. I love his commercials.
He's a character.
Yeah, I know he is. Oh my goodness.
We go way back. I've known Lowell when I was a 20-year-old fighter. I've known him since then. You know, he used to sponsor the fights and sponsor me and do all that stuff. And you know, we go way, way back. You know, from like I say, from the time I was a 20-year-old fighter, we ran back into each other in Flex Gym, and we've been hanging back out ever since. And we hang out together. He's a lot of fun, just full of energy. He is
like
great guy. People don't understand the guy. Great guy, a lot of fun, full of energy. He's a character too.
And his commercials are still steadily just my favorite when I see him. I love to see him pop up on the television. And I hope to Jesus I never need your services, Mister. But
Ed O'Brien, same to you, but shout out to you too, Ed O'Brien.
I love you. I love it.
So yeah, definitely, and just good people, you know. I mean, I could go on and on. If I'm forgetting anybody, I'm sorry. Big Mike Prince, same to you, buddy. You know, you're there for me always too. You know, so it's so many.
If
people.
he forgets anybody, y'all can remind him so he can come back on, so he can make sure he shout y'all out. Yeah. We'll just have a special shout out show for y'all.
Right, no doubt about it. There's so many people that has been there for me that has made a difference. Ron Swan, another guy, Ron Swan. I mean,
who's Ron Swan?
He's a friend of mine who's has a good business. His company is Lock and Key Company, and he's there for me. These guys, they encourage me and motivate me. They just do, and it's just so good to have that kind of support team, you know, with you. People like Coach Hunter, another one, Coach Hunter too. You know, I mean, there's so many people I can go on down the list. You know, that make a difference. Just that little bit makes a difference in my life. Just keeps me inspired and encouraged. You know, and it's so important to have that. No doubt about it.
So, with that being said, what do you expect of yourself going forward?
As far as a boxer or just life period?
As a boxer and then in life, when you get done, when you decide you're done with boxing, do you have any plans?
I'm teaching people now. I'm teaching kids, and not to fight to compete, but just for self-defense, exercise, and conditioning. Okay. And that's what I want to do. I want to take what I know and teach and help people. And I also want to work with people with who has Parkinson's disease. You know, they shake a lot.
Yes.
Well, boxing stops them from shaking. It helps their motor skills. I like to make a difference working with people like that, just to give my knowledge what I know to do something positive like that.
I don't know if you are aware of this, but you probably are. But there's I believe here in Virginia Beach, there is a boxing gym called Rocksteady.
Rocksteady.
That works with Parkinson's.
Parkinson, absolutely.
Yes, and I've been meaning to get out there with them and.
Where is it? Virginia Beach.
I believe it's in Virginia Beach. I have it right here on my little list.
Right.
But I believe it's here in Virginia Beach, and they work with Parkinson's.
Right, it's helping them to stop shaking, and you know when they're shaking, it helps the motor skills. It's just amazing. You know, that's something I would like to do too. So I want to just make a difference in people's life. It'd be something that I enjoy doing. You know, so I love helping people, doing positive things with people. So
I'm a 22-year career CNA.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Absolutely.
So you know what it's like making a difference, helping
Absolutely
people. No doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What should we as the fans expect from Dorian Spivey moving forward in his big 2018 year?
well, I should hopefully become some type of champion and hopefully get that big opportunity to fight for something real big. And that's what we're looking to do. And I'm just looking to have an exciting year and keep being the person that I am. You know, you guys know, people that know me, you know the type of person I am. I'm going to be myself wherever I go. Nothing will change me. I'll continue being the same goofball that I am. So, you know, I'm just a big happy kid. That's what I am. I'm like a 44-year-old kid. That's what I'm like, full of energy and just happy all the time.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Continue being who you are.
Absolutely.
The world wouldn't be the same if you wasn't.
Absolutely. No
That's
doubt
for
about
sure.
it. Absolutely.
So, tell them who you've been with today. Who are you with?
Fightheads MMA.
Yes.
Fightheads MMA. This lady's awesome. She did a great interview, and let me tell you what. Be looking for her interview. She, you know, she's real passionate about what she do. Fightheads MMA. It's awesome, and you know, she's a lot of fun. She make you feel comfortable, and she, you know, just really, it's a lot of fun talking to her. No doubt about it. You know.
I appreciate that, big up. You didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate
No, it's true.
that.
You know, I mean, it's fun. I can be myself, relax, and have fun, and you know, feel good, and say what I want to say around it. That's what I like about her.
Huh, who am I to tell you you can't?
Thanks, Nikki.
Thank you, Mr. Spivey. Dangerous Dorian Spivey, April 14th, Masonic Temple. He's going to be on that card with all the other great local boxers and surrounding area boxers. Slug is going to be on the card. Rocco Robinson's on the card. Montez Big Mix Brown is on the card. What are you saying?
Roger
What are you
Belch,
saying?
RB3,
Roger Belch.
Reggie Barnett Jr.
I'm not sure if Reggie's going to be on that card.
Really? Oh man.
I'm not sure if he's going to
Okay,
be on
gotcha.
that card. He's got a title fight. He just announced. I put that out there
Oh,
the other
okay.
day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you're not on Facebook. That's
I
right. I
know.
forgot you're not on
I gotta,
Facebook.
yeah, I know.
That's right. But I did put out, he just announced he's going for a title fight
Excellent.
up in Ohio.
I wish him the best.
Yes,
Talented
yes. You
young
and your
brother.
friend over there, he said he wished you the best.
Yep.
And be looking for him to come over there to 757 to get up with y'all so he can get
Definitely.
himself ready for his upcoming fight
And
soon.
also give a shout to Reggie Barnett Senior and Junior, both you guys.
Boom. 757 Boxing Club was in the house. Thank you so much.
Coach Daniel Lamb and you know Coach Buddy. Like to say hi to you guys too. So many people I'm missing out on.
See, that's what
You
I'm
guys
saying.
know I love you. So if I forgot you, you know, I just you know.
That give y'all a reason to give
Yeah,
him a
give me
little
back up
static so he can come back so
give
he
a
can
bunch of
make.
shout outs to everybody.
Yes, we'll do a special shout out show. We can do that. Ain't no problem with that. All love, peace, and hair grease. This has been Fightheads MMA with Miss Nikki, Dangerous Dorian Spivey, here February 16th, 2018. Be looking for big things from this gentleman throughout the rest of this year, you guys. And thank you for being with us.